Woot woot.
We got there in the end, guys. As
Kog'Maw
painful
buff?
as it was. I know you didn't think it was painful because you didn't see any of it, but
I kind of purposely stayed out of that. That was too much cancer.
that was painful.
Journal of Justice. That's right. That's what I thought it was, but it just gay when I was thinking about it in my head. So it looks like Schnitz and Tilt are playing again.
Huh?
Nope. All right, there you go. You got them changed.
Bro, give me a second when it loads up. Come on, man. You gotta give me a time to do it. I can't just
You need time?
instantaneously do it.
You need time?
Yeah, man. You can't just like insta pop clap my fingers or snap my fingers and bam, it's donezo.
Yeah, fair enough.
Doesn't work like that. Unless you can do that. If you can do that, tell me. Cause
I got some magical powers.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like what?
I make food disappear. It's there 1 second, and then bam!
You know?
It's gone!
You know? I believe it. I remember one time you ordered a pizza middle of like the stream and you ate the whole damn thing like
It was gone.
in the champion select. Like it just boom gone.
Magic. With garlic breadsticks too.
Oh, don't start talking food to me, man. Please, I'm too hungry for this.
You're too
Also,
hungry.
my fly is down. Awkward.
Wow, you know what? We really needed to know that because like it's on stream and we can totally.
Hey, you know you don't need to judge me. It's all right. We all have our
I'm
problems.
judging. I am judging. I'm like Kale up in this.
Hey,
Yes, more
buddy.
reference.
All right, so we got some bands popping out. Nautilus, Kog'Maw. I think those are like 100% bands for Chiming Chimones team. In all honesty.
Mm-hmm.
And-
Yep. Jack's gone.
Yep. And Hoedors as
Malphite
well.
gone. Sora gone. It's pretty much all the cheesy champions.
Quite
Neither team
honestly,
would really know how to do with it.
Hoedors are gonna come into this game all jumbled up, and I think it's gonna hurt them a lot because they just banned out a couple of champions. I don't think Cam even plays Soraka, at least yet, unless I have not known the scrims. And I know Cowlord plays Malphite, but he much prefers a carry top laner such as like Aatrox, Fiora, something like that.
I think. It's been a while since
Or
we've seen this
Olaf.
team play.
Olaf would be a fun one.
Olaf, yeah, that would do it. We'll see what he did. The Luck's gonna go ahead and get there for Star. Big priority for the Chimones. See what the Hoedors answer back with.
Yep. The comfort is a big thing when it comes to Chimones. Just getting them all on their comfort champions. They get
And the
Star
comfort
and
in this
Lux.
game. Yeah, the more consistent team in this game is going to be the team that wins. With the two team skill levels, that granted, you know, to be honest, they're at the lower end of our league's skill level. And they both are climbing, though. They both are doing pretty well, improving from week to week. But really, what's going to come down to this game is not going to be the big flashy plays we might see from the digital esports or the Tilt team.
Is that a
or
Lane
the
Vana?
Schnitz. It looks like it.
What? Ah!
Line pick Lane Shyvana.
Ah! What is... Oh my god! Is this like season 2? I think that's where that was a thing, kind of, maybe. I don't remember, but that's awesome.
Sorta not. She was actually really good in the jungle at that point.
Was she? I don't remember. But
Yeah, very good in jungle. I think season
that's
3.
so... I really want to see what Cowlord picks into this Shyvana, because that could be a really interesting matchup. And I expect the Janna pickup here from Cam. I think we've been practicing it a lot. He worked on it with Chai a lot. Unless Chai decides to go Kalista, which Alistar would make a lot more sense. But, hey!
There's the Alistar.
Now...
And we're just getting word that top laner for Hoedors banned his own champion out.
Did he really?
No comfort for him.
Oh
Whoops.
my god.
Everyone get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. This is going to be a great game.
Let's see that clown fiesta! Woo!
We'll see. Again, it's just going to be consistency. Whichever team can just come out consistent and just make the smart plays is going to win this game.
Yeah, definitely.
Both these teams have been known to make some questionable plays. So they just come out with the smart, the solid gameplay. Just, you know, take it slow, take it easy. Don't need to be nothing too big. That team should find the victory. It looks like these team compositions have worked themselves in. Is that going to be a top lane Alice?
Don't even... Don't acknowledge him. You're feeding Cam the troll. Like, you know this. Why would you? No,
That
don't
is true.
feed him. Stop it.
That
Stop
is
it.
true.
Bad
That's
bread.
gonna be a Timo top lane. Excuse me.
It's gonna be an Olaf. It's just a comfort pick, honestly. They don't have a lot of poke. They're gonna need a better team fight though. So
I'd like
potentially,
to see an Alistar top lane.
no. See, there
No.
it is.
All right.
There's the hover. It could be another team fight though, so it could be a Lulu. But yeah, it's gonna
There
be
it
Olaf.
is.
All right.
The Olaf, the Vikings, the asking the questions.
All of the questions, my friend. And another thing is, we got Cowlord on the Olaf, which is what his carry champion is, and we have Chai on his Caitlyn, which is his carry champion. So, 2 members of Chiming Chimones are on their carry champions, and Star is on her Lux as well, which is one of her most comfortable champions. So, and I believe Awesome is actually an Echo main too. So, this could be a lot of comfort from Chiming Chimones, which actually could work out really well in their favor.
Yeah, we'll see the mastery levels. Let's see if they represent
The mastery
what
levels.
what Chimones is trying to bring. Now the Hoedors, the Leona strong engage, very strong engage from the Hoedors team. Everybody has an in switch,
Mm-hmm.
and that's all they got is that switch, and that's what they're going to be doing. Going in, Shyvana, Rek'Sai, all both jumping in. Leona to follow it up with a Talon just being invisible with all those blades dancing around. It's gonna be a scary team fight that the Hoedors are gonna bring if they get the advantage in the early lane phase.
Yeah, if Chiming Chimones can deal with Talon and make him, I guess, not a factor, and so he can't assassinate someone on Chiming Chimones' side, I think the Chimones have this game. That being said, Leona is a very annoying champion in the sense that she has a lot of engage and a lot of CC. And honestly, I have not seen a top lane Shyvana, I don't think ever in very, very, very long time. So this could be very interesting, but I think Olaf will have the upper hand at least until Shyvana starts scaling. And even then, but
Olaf, maybe there's a plan. If we haven't seen the Shyvana in forever, Cowlord certainly hasn't.
yes, this is true. This is true. I guess Shyvana's trading patterns would be pop the burnout, pop your double punch move attack, do one auto, run away, he laughing. And I guess Cowlord has the poke with his axes as well. So it could go either way depending on how these guys play. I honestly don't have a clue how this matchup goes. So we'll have to see. But on the side of Hoedors, there is a lot of, I guess, AD. Corki makes up a lot of AP, but for the most part, that is still a lot of AD on the side of Hoedors.
Yep. It will be. Shyvana, though, is going to have the Sunfire Cape. That'll be some magic damage per second. So it'll be kind of a mix. Now, the question is, the real question, down in the nitty gritty, who's going to win the game?
Chimones.
We were wrong last time. We said the
were.
blue side. Everybody said the blue side, minus a couple people in chat.
You know what? If I was smart, I would say Hoedors because I know Chimones tilt off the face of the earth, but I still think Chimones will win this.
Chimones got all the comfort champions.
Yeah, exactly.
They do. They got the team. But I'm going to give this to the Hoedors.
Oh boy, here it comes.
We're splitting on this one.
Alrighty, the poll's open, boys. If you think Hoedors are gonna win, type exclamation point vote HOD. If you think Team Chiming Chimones will win, type exclamation point vote TCC. You're doing it wrong, boys. Let me show you how it's done.
I know. I messed up. I messed up.
Oh man.
I broke the dam.
I done broke the dam. I did. Ding.
But no, fix it up. Now, my reasoning behind the Hoedors is that in switch. They are just going to be all in, all over the face of the Chimones. Now, granted that they are having a little bit of trouble. They're putting their team together. They're not going to have the best communication in the world. But the Hoedors are just going to be able to just lay everything out on the line right into the Chimone health pool. I think I had to give it to the Hoedors.
I can definitely see that, but I think that an Alistar can keep the Talon off of the carries, can keep him off of Chai, can keep him off of Star, All while Chai is just pop damage into the backline of the Hoedors. I do think that they can keep off the damage and the danger of Hoedors. So we'll have to see how they're going to play it out because honestly, either of these teams can win. They're both at the bottom of the standing, 0-5, 0-5 for both teams. And we're going to get to see who's going to come up with their first win. After, what, is this our 6th game now? So
both teams are on a five-game lose. Actually, well, technically the Chimones are on like a 7 or 8 game losing streak.
I guess so. But hey.
But who's counting? I'm certainly not.
It sounds like you're counting to me.
I was, but I'm not anymore. I reset the little clicker, put it all back to the zeros, and one of these teams is going to erase one of those zeros.
Yeah, one of these teams is going to have a 1 in front of that 5.
Who will it be?
Will be a game of the century.
See, what did chat say? It looks like a lot of people going for Hoedors.
I think it's like mostly Hoedors. Let's find out. I'll tell you right now.
I think you were the Chiming Chimone.
Yep, 25%. Actually, we just got another vote.
Well, look at this guy. Look at Dreamlord. I'm coming in to, say that Lee's a bad person. Only one voting one way, and you got.
You know why? That's because he's
Get
smart.
a ban on that guy.
That's because he's
Come on,
smart.
mods.
That's because he's
Do your
smart.
gerb.
That's because he knows I'm the analyst, Brent.
But Brent has a winning record.
Yeah, you got 1 over me. 1.
Brain explosion.
Cloud Fiesta.
Go Underdogs.
I can't wait. This is
There you go.
either going to be an awesome game or the definition of Clown Fiesta.
Hey, it could be both.
You know what?
Oh, and it already is.
Oh my
Stars
god.
Higow or Shigown. You just really can't
Dunzo.
tell with the Chiming Chimone team.
You never can. Is this a Chimone issue or it is a Chimone issue? Alright, boys. Hey, look at that. Another vote rolled in. Hey, it's 50-50. Oh, look at that, Brent. Oh. So sad. Don't be mad, Brent.
You know what?
Well, it's fine. It's fine. The chat wants to come support you. That's okay. I can deal with that. I can live with that. You know what? But not everybody has to be right. And it just looks like the half of the chat that voted with you just won't be right this game.
We'll have to see, honestly. I think that they can do this. And this is my 3rd time voting for Chimones.
And your 3rd loss. Wow. What?
If it's my 3rd loss, I'm like, screw the underdogs. I'm being smart this time. But look, HC Lawler doesn't seem to have loaded in, and no one is pausing the game.
Nobody's pausing for this guy. What? There he is. He's here.
Hey.
He's here. He's going. He's
Good
moving.
timing. A little bit longer, and he would have been late to lane.
He was just waiting for that extra health potion at a minute.
I mean,
It's a new strat.
He didn't get an extra health potion.
But he got 1. That's fine.
That's
an
not
extra
an-
over 0.
That is, I guess that is an extra over 0, so you are correct with that.
Minus the definition of what extra actually stands for, so we're gonna go ahead and forget that.
Oh my god.
Standard jungler starts. Now, the Chimones have the opportunity to take a camp, get an early level 2. Will they take it?
Doesn't look like it. Yeah.
You got Alistar. You got heals.
Nah, man. You gotta get the pressure in that lane, bruh. That's how that goes.
Funny thing is, though, the Hoedors are gonna take it. So they will have the level advantage in the bot lane.
Yeah, we'll have to see how well they do this, honestly. Leona is taking a bit of damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage on Leona. Half health almost. She's gonna have to
But
pop
that's
a
fine.
pod.
She's gonna have to pop the stacks. No pots needed. Just gonna go ahead and get those stacks, soak it up. They did get pushed on the turret, so they will be able to freeze it. Oh no, they won't. They actually got it all the way in the turret.
There it is.
Oh, Chai took a tower shot though. Half health. Half health on both.
Oh.
Taking a lot of damage from Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
This is going to be a very action-packed game if the bot lane is any indication.
Yeah, over-aggression from Chai down there. Takes an extra tower shot. Unfortunate. They were actually doing really well poking out and pushing that to lane. So they actually hit level 2 pretty quickly. They gave the level 2 to Corki after they got the Gromp, and that's not who you want the level 2 on.
No, you are correct. They could have split that experience and just came out after wave of minions, but ended up not splitting the CS very properly. That support still got to stay in range of that Gromp, in melee range.
Maybe he just missed a couple of minions. Uh-oh.
Oh, Lux getting jumped on Star. He's going to shield himself up, try to prevent a lot of damage. But that's physical damage coming in, not magic.
Yeah, more trades all over the place up on the top, too. Look at this aggression up top. Holy cow.
That is the standard Calord motive.
Oh.
Just always going in, always.
It is. This is going to be a good game. I can just feel it. This is going to be a good game. We got Leona.
And here we go. Jeebus walks. Jeebus walks. Goes in. Nothing happened. Chai still half health.
Yeah, and that was an exhaust used as well. So that's a summoner spell for absolutely nothing on Chai. Yeah, he doesn't have health pots anymore, but honestly, I'd trade a summoner spell for no health pots and just play safe in lane.
Yeah, he did. Exhaust going to be down in the mid lane. We still see a lot of action from Nimzoid. Keeps jumping in. Thorskin is in position to go as Jeebus walks gets knocked right back to where he was. Going to go ahead and reset that engagement bottom.
Oh, man. This is fun to watch. There's just so much trading all over the place. Everywhere you look, they're trading. They're not focusing on farm. They're just, hey, you're getting too close to my minions. Stop that.
Well, we see that awesome 2464 maybe looking for a gank here as Thorskin did go back for that farm. So he's more gold focused as the wave's pushing up. Awesome is biding his time. Here he comes. No wards to spot this out. Thorskin's in the mid lane, so we won't be able to help. Here comes the stun out. Corky's gonna get stunned up.
Red buff.
Gonna take a lot of damage, but the Valkyrie to safety, not gonna be a problem. But Cam with the flash pulverize, no headbutt though.
Oh, he didn't have the
He's
mana.
gonna get the safety.
He didn't have the mana. Oh, that was so close to being a really clutch catch by Awesome and Cam,
Yeah.
but
Gonna go have to change his name after that one because that play was definitely not manly.
I don't know. It was pretty manly. It was just uneducated. Or just not paying attention. I'm going with not
And the
paying
man
attention.
was definitely not the man in that situation. That was a little bit of an embarrassing engage, but it happened.
Hey, he made it
Lux
work.
binding. For the most part. It's one of those oops, whoops
Yep. Oops.
types of moments. You're like, I thought we had the kill, but I need 100 mana for it.
Yeah,
That
that could have
ain't
been
gonna happen.
big for the bot lane, especially on Chai, who is a carry for Chiming Chimones, so could have been really
Yeah.
big.
Get Chai snowballing is a very good win condition for the Chiming Chimones. If they do want to win it, he will be the man to do it for them.
Yeah, and they're actually pushing this wave in, so to hopefully deny CS, but they're gonna stop that actually with the excess minion wave. Lots of poke from Kate.
Echo better be careful in the river as Rek'Sai goes on now. We do see a rotation from Shyvana already. Gonna be the level 6. Where Calord is still the level 5, so he needs to get back to his turret, get level 6, and then he can come back and prevent any more engages.
Yep, and Shyvana's actually gonna back. She has her TP up, but Cowlord backed and walked all the way back to lane. Has a big CS advantage up in the top, big CS advantage in the bot, but it's made up for in the jungle and the mid lane.
It is. The mid lane gonna be down 15. CS as Nimzoid comes back with that BF sword and 2 pots, so he's gonna be hurting quite a bit. Star may be in a lot of trouble if he doesn't respect or she doesn't respect that damage.
Yeah, and Talon is also level 6. But Rek'Sai is prepping for the sneaky burrow engage.
Awesome's here as well, though. This could be a counter gank if it's timed properly, but no, it looks like Awesome's going back. Now, Rek'Sai has done a good job tunneling up his jungle to be able to move about. And Awesome's coming in for a little bit of clearing of that mobility that Thorskin has.
Well, he is pretty far behind in farm in the jungle, and Thorskin has the boots as well, so he will just be more mobile overall thus far. But I like the tracker's knife on Awesome. Oh, Star.
We see Nimzoid going in. This will be an all-in. Nimzoid, the ignite comes down. The barrier from Star immediately in response is going to have to flash out, but that does mean Nimzoid has complete control of that mid lane.
Well, he doesn't have ignite anymore, so that's a kill, little bit of kill pressure off of him and his ultimate. While it does a lot of damage, as long as she can survive the initial burst from Talon, she should be fine with her shield. So, with that ignite down and him not getting a kill, that's pretty good for Star. Although it did cost her both of her summoner spells for it.
Yeah, it did look like she ended up respecting the damage just enough to stay alive, keep off of that first blood. Now, her team, the Chimones, does have a little bit of a gold lead. Thanks to the farming efforts of the top and bottom lane.
Yeah, that's actually pretty substantial in the top. 21 CS right now at 8-9 minutes or so. That's pretty big.
Same in the mid lane, though. 21 CS. Exactly.
Wow. Wow, you're right. Holy cow, it is. But he's just going to keep pressuring Shyvana under tower until she can do something about it or she gets help. And she's not going to be able to do anything because look at that.
Kalord may be in trouble top lane. As Shyvana goes in, locks him up, he pops the ultimate. He's going to try to return this kill before he goes down. The ghost comes out, and he is going to get first blood right before he goes down. Kalord turns it right back onto the Hoedor gang.
Wow. So, Kalord knew he was probably dead there, and he just decided to go for that kill instead of wasting his summoners for nothing. Really nicely done. Awkward ultimate from Cam the Man, but...
Cam is definitely not the man right now. Ouch. Cam, please.
I'm going to call that the alley-oops.
The alley-oops, indeed. Well, that's the second alley-oops we've seen.
It is, isn't it?
Cam may get like a triple-double this game. I don't know. Find out.
Triple-double alley-oops by Cam the Man. It's patented.
Indeed. Not sure that's a patent you want, but he's got it.
Hey, it's there if he needs it.
A little bit of a cooldown waste means he's not going to have that for a couple seconds as the fight breaks out mid lane. Corgi came in with a package. And then Nimzoid with the damage picks up easy double kill on his team.
What
take up an
was
uncontested
that?
dragon.
Oh my ultimate. Awesome had his ultimate as well. He could have ulted away from that and not died. He didn't even get this shield from his parallel convergence because it was so quick. The AoE from Talon just bursted them both.
Oh, the fight's not over. As Leona comes in, Jeebus walks, is trying to pressure back the bot lane. Now, Cam and Chai rotating up will prevent Hoedors from taking that dragon. Hoedors probably could have gotten that. Had Chai gotten any closer, they could have engaged. As Nimzoid could have rotated down, but alas, Chai and Chimones are able to keep that objective alive and safe.
Yep, that's pretty substantial for the Chimones to push them off that objective. Nimzoid went for the damage on the tower rather than the first dragon, and while towers are more important than dragons, I would say, at this point in the game, when you don't have the damage to kill a tower, it's really not worth it when you can just get a free objective like dragon. So, plus, Kalord is going to have all this free pressure up on the top lane for until pretty much this entire game. Oh,
talk about pressure. Nimzoid is applying it on the Star. The barrier's going to come out, keep him alive.
Oh!
The ultimate's going to turn it around. Star Sketch.
1v1 me, bro.
I would say it was a bait, but it really wasn't.
Hey.
It was just a complete turnaround.
You don't know that.
That is true. Nimzoid just ran out of damage. That barrier came out and kind of just ended his afternoon.
Interesting. He does have the Duskblade item now as well, so he's going for that burst and then Zed ultimate damage from Talon. So I'm interested to see how that works out. It worked out before he even built the item, so I can't see it going wrong.
No, not Gee. So he will have that one death coming back, but he still has a 20 CS advantage, and we'll be able to soak up all of those minions as they did not push under turret. In the top lane, we see Cowlord has earned himself a 38 CS advantage as his team turns on to the Rift Herald.
Uh-oh.
Thorskin's going to come and see this. Cowlord's going to ask him a question, though.
Red buff.
Thorskin is going to have to get out of there. Now, the red buff is slowing. Cowlord did pop his ghost, which means Thorskin has to flash into his red buff pit, but he will get to safety.
Wow, that's pretty big. Shyvana got the push in the top lane, but Cowlord's gonna be able to go in. Oh!
Flash engaged from Jeebus, walks down bottom as Nimzoid rotated. Gonna force the flash out of Chai and the flash out of Cam, but Cam lives with the ultimate. 70% reduction to OP. Now Cowlord is here off the teleport. Dealing a lot of damage to Nimzoid, who has no more cooldowns right now. But they are going to try to turn it around. Cowlord does still manage to pick up the kill, though. Nimzoid came back in instead of kiting and got punished for it.
And Chai and Cam literally sat under tower. They could have gotten so much for that, but trading 1 for 1, I guess, isn't that bad of a deal. And they are still in the gold lead now after that.
Still in the goal lead, and now they're going to try to put the pressure up, dodging in and out to avoid the Leona and the Corki damage. Corki, of course, having no mana, so Chai will have the advantage in that fight. But it seems that the Hoedors, while they had a stronger earlier, are starting to lose to the Cowlord pressure.
Yeah, Cowlord doing a lot of work here. Like we said, every time we see him on the Olaf, he does crazy, aggressive things, and they always seem to work out for him. So, I'm really want to see this mid-game with him, because this is just the laning phase.
Just the laning phase, and he's already been doing great in that. Now, he hasn't managed to find any CS for the last couple of minutes, but that doesn't matter too much, as he did find a kill in the bot lane and got that balled up wave top.
Yeah, he's fine. That wave's going to stop
Shyvana's
right
gonna be
there.
Shyvana's gonna be in a lot of trouble until Thorskin can get up there, and I'm not even sure Thorskin will be able to make too much of an impact. They're gonna try here as Cowlord went a little bit too deep into the Rift Herald. Now the stun from Echo coming out, gonna lock up 2. They're splitting their damage, Echo onto Shyvana. Now they start to focus on the Thorskin. Again, once again, splitting it as Nimzoid comes in. The Lux!
Oh!
He's gonna get flashed. Nimzoid just didn't have the damage. He's got no cooldowns right now. He is gonna get out safely in this pit. No, he goes down. No flash.
Rift Herald!
Seconds off. Now Rift Herald is doing a lot of damage. But the Chimones are going to take a 2 for nothing.
Wow! The roam up from Nimzoid made me question that, but as soon as, you saw the health pools of Talon right after 1E from Olaf, it was just a turn fight immediately. Nice stun from Awesome there to stun up both Thorskin and HC Lawler, so...
I was worried about the damage split. Both of those enemy champions for the Chimones, both the Shyvana and the Rek'Sai, have a burn on them. A damage over time. And with the split, it was meaning they were both staying alive for a longer time than they needed to. So I was a little bit worried as they were switching back and forth, but they, in the end, managed to pick up the kill.
Yeah, so now about, 2,500 gold lead for the Chimones. Farm slowly growing, but Hoedors want to push the mid tower because there's no one there to defend.
Uncontested with the Corki damage. That should be going down. No problem. And Hoedors are going to out-rotate the Chimones and pick up their first turret of the game.
Yep. Now we're going to see where Nimzoid actually decides to go here, because he could catch out Chai, but there's 3 members of Chimones down there.
This is 3-on-2, potentially 5-on-2, as Cowlord is here and Star is close enough in the mid lane to rotate over. They ended up not collapsing on this, but they could have taken that fight had the Chimones wanted it.
Yeah, that was a really risky placement for the Hoedors to be standing. Dragon has not been taken yet, so this could be the fight the Hoedors want, as Corki has the package.
Vanna has teleport in the top lane, going to be pushing that in. Cowlord does not have teleport, so if he goes up to clear this balled up wave, it will give the Hoedors the advantage in the fight. So far, they haven't grouped back up around Dragon as Cowlord comes in top. We will see where they end up rotating to.
His TP should be up really quickly, though, so if Hoedors want to do something to make something of this, they got to do it now. But it seems like
this
they're not.
window.
Yeah.
missed opportunity from the Hoedors here. They're pinging out the Rift Herald, but they could have had a dragon if they wanted to, and they may lose the dragon here as Thorskin gets caught out by the full team of the Hoedors. As Olaf teleports in to the mid lane, they will trade that 1 kill, or the Hoedors will trade that 1 kill and the dragon for the Rift Herald, which in my opinion is definitely not worth it.
Well, they lost a dragon and they lost a kill. That's probably for the Chiming Chimones right there. Rift Herald, I like it a lot more early game, but 18 minutes into the game and a kill up, I definitely give that to the Chimones. And now they're going to take this advantage with Thorskin down, force him to use the ultimate farm alarm. There it is, right on cue, and it's a 5v5 mid.
5v5 mid, but the wave clear from Hoedors isn't quite there, just really on the Corki. Talon does have an ability to clear a couple minions, but it's such short range that it will put him in danger of getting caught. We will see if... We'll see if Chai is able to knock down these turrets pretty quickly, and it looks like he will. Now here goes that Lux does answer back with a laser, gonna allow Chai to pick up the kill. As Chai flashes out on the backside, Talon Nimzoid starts to goes off as Shyvana kites around the edge of that kill there. Would have died had that come back on him. He is flashing red. Now Thorskin's gonna look to finish the kill with the tunnel over the wall. Oh, doesn't quite get it as he just waited a little bit too long. While Hoedors fancy their chances, they're going to stick around after taking 2 kills for just the 1 death. Shyvana's going to go top to push in the wave as the rest of the Hoedor team pushes mid.
Yep, and they have Rift Herald and Hoedor, so this could be big if they could possibly push the second tower with 2 members of Chiming Chimones dead, especially the carries of Chimones being dead.
They end up backing off. They don't actually favor their chances. Just going to push the wave in, allow Shyvana the chance to split push top. Now, awesome, a little cheeky smite. Thorskin didn't have it up, so he gets that Raptor buff for free. Now, Shyvana will not get this turret, but
that's risky.
He's going to get a lot of damage on it.
She might get it with the minions. No way.
Should not. Chai should be able to push that off. He will. Kalor's there to help as well.
Easy peasy. Now they're going to look
rotation
for
at Chimones.
They're going to look for Shyvana. No? Ah, so sad.
Kalor not committing on. Shyvana's still staying up there. Just getting all that health regen back. Gonna push this wave once again, and now you better be careful. Kalor does have his ghost. May end up getting some summoner spells off this Hoedor top laner.
Yeah, she is backing off though, so. And Lux picked up the blue buff with her ultimate. Very nicely done.
Little blue buff transfer. I like it, but that means it won't have the ultimate for this bot lane fight as the Hoedor team pushes in this bot outer turret with Nimzoid and bottom lane in tow. Now here comes Alistar LeBlanc to flank onto Nimzoid. Now tries a little bit out without her team. And is going to get popped before Lux can even get there. Now Cam's going to go in and try to knock back Leona. Keep Starsketch safe. But here comes Thorskin. Going to knock him up. Force the flash. Not over the wall. Just through the lane. So that will allow Hoedors the chance to chase. Now this is a 5-man hangman in the bot lane.
Oh, man.
The best word for it. As the Hoedors are going to rotate for that outer turret. Kalor was not able to push or to take the turret mid lane just yet. A little bit too much hesitation. There it goes. The minions do soak it up. But that should just get answered back in the bottom lane for the Hoedors.
Split, sending Shyvana to deal with the mid lane Olaf right now. So gold lead is pretty even right now as towers fall and they get a pick onto Starsketch. So this is still anyone's game at 22 minutes.
Yeah. Still anybody's game. The teams are sort of starting to slip. Chai was a little bit careful. We saw a great play from him, great positioning earlier on in the game, but right there just didn't respect the damage enough and got just absolutely punished for it. And now Shyvana's going to try to take this top lane, but the Chimones are already on the rotation.
Yep. Star also has her ultimate up, so if need be, she can use it to clear waves, so that tower's not going down.
You say that, but it is already very low. Here comes Lux in. The minions are going to get cleared out rather quickly.
Hey, she
or
missed
maybe
it.
not. Missed the binding. Did not clear any of the minions with her AoE spell. So Shyvana is going to get the turret.
Hey, well, you gotta hit your spells to clear things, man. Yeah.
Minions are tough to hit. They dodge. They're
Yeah,
always
they got their juke
moving
shoes.
around. You just never know which direction they're going to travel in. So that I don't blame them for missing those skill shots.
Put on your juke shoes, man. It's Uptown Funk tonight. But
Well, anyways, Hoedors going to get that tower for free, even up the tower and the gold. Only 100 gold, 200 gold separates our two teams right now. We're fighting to get out of last place. The winner of this game will secure their spot out of last.
yep, most definitely.
The loser will secure their spot in last place.
Chimones looking for a 4-man rotate top, possibly, for something, or they're going for some deep wards. There we go. Okay. I was worried there for a
deep
second.
pink ward. Now, that is going to be a dead pink ward as Leona's coming around. A lot of wasted gold there. They don't have a strong enough team to defend aggressive warding like that, especially, aggressive pink warding as such. So, a little bit of a misplay from the Chimones.
We'll see. There's going to be a 5-man push in the mid, potentially, from Hoedors. As I say that, they split off, but Dragon is up right now, and they're going to swap to Drag. So,
Hoedors are already at Drag.
yep.
Already taking it. Chimones have no idea. I mean, they have the ward there, but they have just no rotation, a little bit sleepy, and don't react in time.
They can't pick anyone off either, so looks like it's just going to be an awkward 4v4 in the mid.
Chimones are looking to pick off as Corgi comes in with a package, followed up by a huge stun from Leona.
Wow.
It's going to drop the Lux, but Nimzoid gets answered in return as Chai starts a DPS. Now Echo comes in. Corgi's in a lot of trouble. Did not flash over the wall, but it made him stay in range to deal damage. Cam comes in, trying to knock him up. Calord's still alive for the moment. Now Chai is going off, but he is going to get finished from a Corgi quadra kill.
That looked really good at the start for Hoedors, and it looked really bad as Nimzoid died to Chai damage, and then it looked really good again after the quadra kill popped up, so...
The funniest thing in that fight is that the bronze play actually won it.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Soldier Boy absolutely just tanked a flash over the wall. Just failed it. Wasn't even close.
and it won the fight.
Return, got a quadra kill for it.
Out of positioning from Chimones cost him an early death in that fight in Star Sketch. As soon as she went down, the Nimzoid didn't have burst anymore at that point. So Chiming Chimones were able to burst him out, and it was a 4v4, which seemed to be turning in Chiming Chimones' favor because Olaf TP'd behind him on the back. But
Chai and Calor were just DPSing everybody down, but they just weren't able to finish, or they weren't able to get to the Corki, which allowed Soldier Boy just to rain down the DPS.
yeah.
Even though Nimzoid was dead, so bad target focus from the Chimones is what lost them that fight. Because they should have won it.
Uh-oh, Cowlord finds a Chi-Luller.
Yeah, we got our second fight here as Cowlord's going in on Shyvana. Cam gets initiated in by Thorsk. He's going to pop the ult a little bit early, didn't need it. But the fight's still on. Leona's coming in, stuns up Star. Star gets knocked up once again. No follow-up as Soldier Boy is in the bottom lane. The Chiming Chimones did not punish that 4-from-5.
Yeah, early ultimate from Cam and a little bit of getting caught by Star Sketch there meant they really couldn't do much after the fact. Leona had popped her ultimate. They could have gone deep onto Nimzoid potentially, but they decided not to, and now they're just going to position around a Baron, it seems.
Echo was trying to get in there, steal a red buff maybe cheekily, but a team rotation from the Hoedors is going to turn them off that. Now they are pinging that top inner turret, looking like they may want to rotate eventually up there for it. Now Chimones do have a flanking maneuver here from the river, but they do need to get back to defend that inhibitor turret. The Hoedors are not letting up on this push.
Yeah, should be okay. Cowlord is backing, and it's now going to be a 5 there. Yeah, so that was a little scary. Chimones responding a little slow to the inner push of the next inhibitor tower. So they got their back. The gold is slowly slipping out of their grasp and into Hoedor's favor as about 2,500 gold in favor of them. But still, just picks right now is what's happening. There was one quadra kill team fight in the, 5 minutes ago or so. But other than that, picks are the name of the game here.
Yeah, we've only had 23 kills in 28 minutes, so not as action-packed as these teams usually are. Now we see an engage on a Shyvana as Echo and Caitlyn were hiding in the bush, and they are going to get a surprise kill.
Uh-oh, but Cowlord's going... Nah. Okay, that was just overextension from HC Loader. Good from Chiming Chimones to pick that off and realize that early enough to pick off the kill. So now it is a 4v5. 30 seconds on HC Lawler, but Chimones are just going to back and, I guess, lick their wounds right now.
Yeah, the Hoedors, kind of a little bit of a misstep. Overextension from a Shyvana means that everything else across the map just screeches to a halt.
Yep.
Luckily, the Dragon's not going to be up for them to lose. No chance on Baron for the Chimones. Just a little bit too early for them to be able to take that, especially with 4 members up. So, not the biggest misstep, but it still will allow the Chimones a little bit extra gold that they otherwise wouldn't have had. And they are looking for this talent in the mid lane. Nimzoid getting engaged. Awesome's coming in. Rek'Sai is here, though. Thor's going to knock him up. Oh, and Awesome takes too much damage and goes down. Nimzoid didn't even burn Ignite.
Yeah, again, Awesome had his ultimate. He just didn't use it. Not respecting the talent damage. He even had Dustblade and used it on Echo. So, a little bit of a misstep there from Awesome. Cost him his life.
We're starting to see that consistency start to drop.
Yep.
Shyvana overstepped a little bit too much. Now Awesome had an ultimate, had flash. Didn't use either of them. Engaged a little bit too far. And it cost him his life.
Yep. That seems to be the name of the game here. Which team can overstep their boundaries the most? Get away with it. Which team can get away with it right now? Because both teams are making just oversteps. And both teams are actually making them pay for it. So, well on both teams to realize that when a team or a champion on an enemy team is overstepping their bounds.
Yeah, go ahead and pull the trigger and start to punish him. Now we see the 1-0-4 split push still from the Shyvana, who is top lane. Now 2 are going up there, which means it is going to be a 4-man take for the Dragon, number 2 for the Hoedors. Now, Dragon number 2 at 30 minutes, not exactly good is the best word for it. It's really not going to add too much of a difference. Now, what might make a difference is the outcome of this top lane. As Echo comes up. Now Cam is in trouble as Corki comes in with the package. The Lux Laser is going to hit too, but that puts Star in a really awkward position as Talon and Rek'Sai got there. Is going to Zanya's up, but that will mean Star's death. And Shyvana distracts too to allow the rest of the Hodor team to start doing work. And Leona's still going to keep doing work. Force the Caitlyn flash. And Soldier picks it up.
That is a huge Corki. Chai did a lot there to dodge what he could, but it's still a Leona. There's still, what, 1, 2, 3 spells, potentially.
Yeah, and this is a huge slip-up for the Chimones. Hoedors just stayed grouped up, allow the Shyvana to just be annoying in the top lane. Cowlord and Awesome went up there and didn't get anything for it. Now Awesome goes in, has to immediately ult back out. The teleport from Shyvana is here, so this will be a 5-on-4.
Oh!
As Cowlord goes down to Shyvana. No, he barely gets out with hysterics. Or excuse me, Chaos. Wow, I misread that one. Shyvana did not get the kill. And just have to back as he's flashing red under turret. And Soldier Boy also got out, just barely by the skin of his teeth.
Yeah, but Chiming Chimones stayed off Hodor's assault. Star is back up. Chai is back up. They're now able to defend this potentially. So even still, Hodor's had the chance to push mid or even potentially get a Baron there. And Chiming Chimones prevented them from getting anything off of it. So, good from the Chimones to do that. They just need to get some defensive ward covering here because at this point, they are getting picked out in their own jungle.
Yeah, that is true. And as I mentioned it, where is the Olaf Sterix gauge?
It's in the shop, Mang.
That is... You just expect it like him to have already picked it up. Such an effective item, especially for an Olaf.
Well, he wanted the Frozen Heart because there was a talent on the enemy team, so that makes sense. I suppose. I would have expected the Sterex next because you have the armor from the Titanic Hydra, or not Titanic, but from the Frozen Heart, and he's building more armor. But Soldier Boy Corky does
He
a
needs
lot
a little
of
bit
it.
of magic resist, yeah. From the Soldier Boy, the Stairs Gauge would have kept him alive, gave him that little shield to help him survive through any burst. But alas, and gave him damage to be a little bit more effective in fights as his damage is starting to fall off.
Yeah,
it's still there, but not as much as it once was.
If anything, more health would help because Frozen Heart doesn't give you health; it gives you mana. That's when its biggest weakness. And Cowlord getting a little cheeky.
This is just a mess right now between the two teams. Everybody's split out. Who's going to get collapsed on first? It is going to be this Echo as the Lux Laser, though, hits 4. Now the fight is on as Shyvana jumps in. Leona goes deep on the Chai, but is going to get killed for
Cowlord!
it. And now Cowlord actually finds Soldier Boy, pushes Nimzoid out of the fight. Rek'Sai is just too tanky, doesn't have any damage. And this is a huge fight for the Chiming Chimones as they are just pushing the Hodor team back. Nimzoid is going to get ace in the hold, have a sliver of health left. Cowlord's on the backside of the tower to zone anybody off. The rest of his team's coming up, trying to help. Shyvana did end up saving Nimzoid. But did they leave Rek'Sai? It looks like they have. Awesome's going to pick it up with a jump auto, empowered. And they are going to take the top inner turret and maybe more.
They're going straight for Baron. This could be a risky call. Rek'Sai is down for 40 seconds, so there is no smite on the side of Hoedors.
No smite from Hoedors, no teleport. It will be a 5-on-3 now. The Chiming Chimones have taken a lot of damage. Look at Awesome's health.
Awesome.
None of it. Now Alistar is starting to tank. This could easily be 3-on-5. If the Hoedors play this appropriately, Shyvana does flash in. The Leona stun is going to lock him up. Echo's going to die to it.
Oh, we got it.
Cowlord did pick up the Baron. There was no smite on either team. Shyvana is caught. No ultimate to escape out of there, so Chai's going to return the kill. So far, 1 for 1 in that Baron exchange, but the Chiming Chimones ended up picking up the buff.
Yeah, and now Chimones are in a slight gold lead with Baron buff. So this game, again, blown wide open. They were behind early game and the mid game. Then this Baron happened, and they made the right call. Got a free tower and a free Baron.
I'm not sure where you learned your math at, but my math class said that 0.8 is more than 0.6, so I'm gonna have to disagree on that gold.
When I said it, they had 200 gold more. All right, then they backed, and then Hodor started to farm. All right.
Okay. Whatever helps you sleep at night. Some of us weren't in the special classes, but hey.
Look, Brent, you're fired. All right, I've been meaning to tell you. Jesus, what a guy.
How do you spell fired?
Hey, look, awards being cleared.
Yay! Woo! Yes, clap for that one. I remember the days when that happened, and those were some bad days because
Back
when
in
you're cheering
season
over
3.
awards, when you're cheering over awards, it means nothing else is going on. EU. Excuse me.
Salt, the savagery.
It was. I tried to watch that. That was a perfect time. I was watching the games, enjoying them, and then they just slowed down. That they just put you to sleep.
Yep. Chimones are really not using this Baron effectively right now. They're just running around their jungle, and it's more than halfway up, and they haven't split pushed. They haven't even gotten a minion to be Baron up yet, I feel like. So no pressure from this Baron.
You're right. They haven't balled the lanes. They haven't pushed the lane. They haven't taken a global objective. Nothing. Here they go to try to take that objective. Ooh. Awesome's going to get in there, smite it out right before Thorskin could. So at least they will get that. The dragons are even, but at 36 minutes, there is really no threat for dragon number 5.
Crit.
And now Chiming Chimones does have a 5-man push on this mid lane. The Hoedors are late on responding to it, so they will get themselves a free inner turret. As they start working towards the inhibitor turret, they will peel off for that second inner turret, the last one remaining, down in the bot lane.
That Baron is almost up, though. They probably won't have Baron when these teams decide to fight. Hoedors will engage as soon as that drops, which could be dangerous. Chimones might not be watching that timer.
Minions in the top lane, going to push into the tower. The Chiming Chimones are committed on
Corky?
this bot lane push.
Corky's got the package, too. This could turn really bad if Chimone isn't careful.
It could indeed. Shyvana is looking for a flank. Should the Chimones dive, it's going to end very poorly. The wave clear is proving too strong for the Chimones to push through. Now they're trying to get out. They're trying to back, and they
Easy
split
back!
themselves off. They just completely blew this team fight as Calor gets chunked down. Cam is forced to flash. Echo comes in to try to keep him at bay. As immediately ults out. Now Corky, though, Soldier Boy going way overextended, is going to turn that around. As Chai picks up the kill, Hoedors not quite playing that to perfection. Did allow Chimones to come out on top.
Did he Valk over the wall there? I missed it. He did?
He did.
Wow. Over-aggression. You want to talk about over-aggression? Let's talk about that. Valking over the wall into an enemy Alistar.
Enemy force. There's none of your team can follow.
Yeah. You pretty much go into a 1v4 situation there when your team's behind a wall, and that's a very long walk from that to the river. So there was no follow-up.
Yeah, normally you would think the rest of that team could follow. Everybody has a way to get over that wall. But the Rek'Sai tunnel was down. The Shyvana ult was not up.
Hey.
Leona had already used her engage tools.
Corky had his flash if he wanted to back. If he wanted to get over the wall again, he had his flash. Also, flash is all up on Hoedors, so they just kind of left Corky to die there.
Seemed like less of a communication call and more of a solo queue call.
Yep, solo queue coming into it, man.
Soldier Boy just went, just absolutely suicided. I think that's the best word for it.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what happened there. He just saw blood in his eyes, wanted something. I don't know what he wanted, because it was only an Alistar he valked to, but...
I think he wanted a gray screen, get rid of that red in his eyes, get that gray. And he certainly did it. Now the Chimones did ball up the top wave. Calor's going to go try to push the bottom, see if they can't get their own split push going on, but that is going to mean a 5-man group for Hoedors as Nimzoid took a big headshot.
Yep. Cowlord's going to be pushing bot too with his teleport up. It seems like HC Lawler is going to try to match that on the top side, but Cowlord's going to have a little bit of a time advantage for that. So if Chiming Chimones decide to force this, it'll pretty much be a 5v5 as both TPs are up.
Yeah. And if Calor gets a good positioning on the back line, it could mean the winning fight for the Chimones. It also could mean a winning fight for the Hoedors.
Yep.
On bad TP placement. So
and
we will
Ace
see.
now is massive.
Ace now might even end the game for both teams. Depending on where the minion waves are, Baron is in a minute. That may be our next hot point here between both these teams, as the wave clear from both of them has proven too strong to take a turret. Even though there has been dedicated pressure from the Chimones.
There's a Zerot portal in the bot, and now 5 pressure mid, and there's no Leona here.
They did manage to chunk that inhibitor turret for a little bit of damage, about 1/4 of its health bar. But that was all they got, as the rest of the Hoedor team did rotate mid. So it doesn't look like they should get this.
Yeah. Bot lane is still pushing into that tower pretty hard. Chimones could rotate down to that if they wanted to, but it looks like Cowlord's going to deal with top? I don't know where he's going.
Hesitation, he came back.
Yeah. I have no clue where he's going.
24. Baron very close to coming up. 20 seconds. Should the Chimones rotate over, start getting ward coverage, they will have all the vision control in that river.
Those headshots.
So far they haven't done it. Oh, the Corgi Rock is still chunking them out.
Yeah, he got the lifesteal though. He's got his Merc Sim. He's gonna be fine as long as he doesn't get engaged on. But
Rek'Sai though. Star Sketch half health. Rek'Sai on the flank looking to come in. The rest of the team starting to collapse down on the Hoedors. They're now stuck in a jungle avenue. But they will be fine.
Those Caitlyn traps are so annoying.
They are indeed. Baron is now up. The Chiming Chimones are backing, and we'll see where the Hoedors go. They are pinging it.
Oh,
They may end up taking it before the Chimones get there.
Yeah, they're going straight for it. Cowlord has TP, but
no warriors to TP onto. Do the Chimones know this is going down? It doesn't look like it. Nobody's rushing out of the base. The Hoedors had a window there. They did not pull the trigger.
It's just no calls being made here, it seems like. It's just kind of going back and forth, doing through the motions. gold, pretty much negligent at this point. It's whoever wins the next team fight, the game is done so.
We go from a 27-minute game to what looks to be a 60-minute game.
I don't know. Chimones look to be positioning for Baron potentially, so.
If the Chimones are around, they're going to start clearing out the wards. That's vision control they should have done 3 minutes ago. And they are going to start onto the Baron, maybe a little bit on accident. No, they want to do it. Calor is going to come out for the zone, it looks like. The ward over the wall is going to spot out this is happening. Baron half health. Hoedors not quite in position as Jeebus Walks was late. He's just coming out of the base now. The Chimones are already chunked down to half health on 3 out of their 5 members. Baron is going to go down too awesome, but the engage comes in from Shyvana. This could be it for the Chimones as Leona suns up Scar. Alistar falls. Now Awesome did manage to flash out of the pit, so he saved his life. But the chase is still on the rest of the Chimones team. Chai is going to get knocked up. Chai is going to fall. And in the rest of the jungle on the blue side, that is going to be Calord falling, not able to return the kill on the Shyvana. And then Lux will be the last one in that engagement to go down, as he did not make it to the safety of that turret.
No reason to fight that. No reason to try and take that Baron. As soon as you saw all of Hoedors trying to collapse upon you, there was no reason to stay there. And that cost them the fight and probably the game.
Death timers, that could be the game. Shyvana does have TP. He should already be back at base. Now Awesome's going to try to go in, do what he can. And made Rek'Sai tank the turret because of that Cinder Hulk. So they will take the turret. They will take the inhibitor. But it looks like Awesome should be able to keep him off the base, as Alistar just came up and tries 20 seconds away.
This is literally Dignitas! But Hoedors didn't finish the game! And now everyone from Time of Chimones will be up. The gold lead will be negligible again. And there will still be Baron on Awesome, even though it's a third dragon, 2 Hoedors.
Oh, awesome.
TSM. That's why I'm a Cloud9 fan.
That was such an embarrassing NA game played on the world stage. Just really makes you feel for your region. Now, the biggest thing I want to point out there, Shyvana had TP. Could have gone back to base, bought her last item, come back in, full health, started tanking up everything, started zoning Awesome, and that could have been a one fight. Or one game for the Hoedors.
Well, it was a one fight for the Hoedors.
No, I mean a one game. That's what I mean. A one game. They could have won the game off that. Enough health on the Shyvana means that there's nothing Awesome can do to get in there. So, I don't know. Missed opportunity there. Gonna go ahead and not use that teleport at all. So, Calord's had almost 2 teleports to every Shyvana's 1. At least that's the way it feels to me.
Yeah, I just feel like both of these teams are playing not around their win conditions, I suppose. I mean, Olaf is a split pusher and he likes to dive the backline, but there really is not much of a backline when Corki dies immediately. So the splitting of these teams is really awkward because right now, no matter what, Calord's going to have the split push advantage because he just has a lot of pressure. And even still, a Shyvana, she has a GA, but she really can't deal with the
Why
Olaf
does
1v1.
Shyvana have a GA? She does have 5 deaths, the most on his team, but really does not need that GA. It's not the biggest threat. Now the engage is happening. Hoedors. Leona goes down very low. Nimzoid forced to burst the ultimate for no damage. Now Corki did take a tower. Bot lane is not going to push the inhibitor, so that will allow the Chimones to push 5-man. So 4 mid, 1 top. As they're pushing in, trying to take it out. So will be 4 Hoedors left. Can they do it?
That's a Baron up on Echo, too.
He managed to stay alive. The split is working. Caitlyn takes the first turret. The Chiming Chimones are starting to turn this around. But here comes Shyvana. Here comes Rek'Sai on the Chai. Chai, use the skim. Get out of the slows so he will get the safe. Now Corki, Soldier Boy got caught. Too close. No Valkyrie to get out. This should be it. Chimone should be able to finish this. They got 60 seconds on Corki. They should at least be able to take the top lane inhibitor. At the very least, can they finish the game? They're trying to. But Thorskin's coming in. Gonna force Chai to get out.
They're playing super
Chimone's
safe here. Playing really safe, going for 2 inhibs. Uh-oh. Both the squishies are alone.
Both of them are alone now. Oh, Nimzoid went to ultimate
Oh!
and got caught up in the Caitlyn trap. Chai with this huge placement. Nimzoid not watching the map. This should be it. If the Chimones don't finish it right here, right now, I will be amazed as they get that top lane inhibitor. They pushing it on the Nexus turret. There's only Thorskin right now up to fight. Shyvana teleported in bot lane, gonna just absolutely leave his base wide open. The first Nexus turret goes down. The second Nexus turret goes down. The Nexus is exposed. Only Thorskin. Corki comes up in 5 seconds, but the Nexus is gonna go down before he even gets there. And the Chimones
wow.
pick up their first win in 48, in a long 48 minutes, but they managed to do it.
There it is. We now have one team in second and last place and one team in last place. Team Chiming Chimones have now got that 1 in front of the 5, and the Hoedors have that hard 0-6. So we'll have to see if they can come back and make any effect on the outcome of this tournament. So it's still possible for them to qualify for the playoffs. However, they need to win pretty much every game, and certain teams need to lose a couple of games as well. So anything's possible. I've seen crazier things in this